You having a good day?
I am having a fantastic day. This has been amazing.
Well,
I've
we got
had,
it better. I have a great day.
tell me.
Okay, so I am super excited, but the catch is it's going to take some time and it's going to take a shit ton of work, which is fine. But um, because rich people involve their lawyers and rich people involve their family and their trusts. And um, so I went there and oh my Lord, the houses are freaking adorable. One actually looks out onto the ocean.
Wait, you went where?
Pebble Beach,
Pebble
like
Beach.
17-mile drive. I know you have tons of stuff going on, but yeah, 17-mile drive. One of them is on 17 mile and one is just off. And one of them actually has like an ocean view, like
Oh my gosh, I love
not
it.
a front facing, but like holy crap. So I went to this little old lady's house and her son was there, like I told you. And she had told me, I already knew, but she had told me that she still had it listed and she was going to let the listing run out. But she still wanted me to come talk. And I wanted to go before, I don't want her to forget about me. And the son, when I talked to her in the last couple times, has not been super receptive. And he's been kind of a jerk. And then he decided he was going to be there. And I was like, okay, I can deal with that. I'd rather deal with him than go, like pass between her and me. So I got there and he was there and one of her little girlfriends was there. They're just like, okay, what do you do? And I said, well, let's look at the house and let's see and let's talk. And I mean, I didn't go with any offers and I had looked up prices and stuff, but they're so different in that area. And it was awesome. They had a ton of questions. And there were some that I'm like, well, that still remains to be seen. I can't answer that right now. But none of them were like, I'm stumped and I'm going home. Go lay down, Rex. Rex wants to say hi, sorry.
Hi, Rex.
And the son, at the end, it sounded more like he was questioning me because he thought it was a good idea and wanted to do it more than him not being with it, because he was ready to sign up. They've been signed up with a private person. He wanted to sign up Sotheby's right after theirs ended. And I was like, okay, well, how many fees are you paying and how fast do you want to get out and what other fees come with that? And then when you do sell it, what kind of fees are you paying then? And I'm not saying that you're not going to have any fees with me, but you're not going to have the type of fees that you're looking at. And so, I mean, they have a measly, for an over $1 million house, they have like $190,000 on it in a mortgage still. So I'm like, do you just do like the minimum? Who cares? They're rich, whatever.
Yeah.
So I looked at that and she seems very excited. Obviously she wouldn't sign anything to it. She's under contract. Her little lady friend that was adorable. They were so cute, both of them. So cute. Like you want to take them home and like squeeze them. Well, they were super sweet and super, like I was there with my dog and I wasn't super dressed up, but I wasn't like in shorts and a t-shirt, but they were just very real and it was very nice because I'm like, I am not going to like try and put on airs for these people if it, and so she is not ready either, but she wanted me to drive by and look at her house and see see it and talk to her. She doesn't have a husband anymore, so her little caretaker was there and her little yappy dog. So I had to leave Rex in the car. But I mean, it was super, super exciting. They were super receptive to it. And they're talking about, well, Janet was talking about downsizing too. Apparently in Pebble Beach, they have like residence homes. And like basically it's a retirement home for the ultra rich in Pebble Beach.
Okay.
So some of them are talking about going there and all the little friends that have been there forever are talking about going there and living there. And
they're moving into a sorority dorm.
It sounded like it, but I'm like,
okay. Rich old ladies.
I mean, they weren't dripping in diamonds, but they are wealthy beyond wealth. Like, yeah. I'm like, I could win like 4 lottos and still not match what you've got. But, you know, who cares?
It's okay. They're still ladies, and they probably really like talking to you.
And I was very open with them, and they're like, you're not condescending, and you're not trying to like make us do something. You're just, you know, so it will take some time. I do not see this happening fast in any way, but it's a start. And that is like a whole different, that's more like, that was super exciting to me, super more what I want to do, instead of like, I'm not saying I'll never do any other houses. I'm not saying I'll never like have buy and holds, but like, that's the kind of stuff that I like to do. And I can identify and talk with those people, even though like I'm not on their level as per what they would think, but
Yeah.
I'm good at speaking with them. I know how they think, and I've worked with that type of people I've done benefit auctions. I've done, you know, auctions. I've done Barrett Jackson. I've done, you know, all of those like high end, like I know like how to balance like being respectful, but I'm not kissing your ass either. So I was super, super amped up yesterday. And so a great foot in the door in like an amazing area. So her thing ends in, her contract ends in August. And she said she'd call me then and we'd talk then. And I'm just going to keep sending her things every once in a while so she remembers me.
Yeah.
But the son was kind of funny. He was kind of like, oh, well, and how does that work? How do we do that? Like more like, how can I do this, instead of how, like, he wasn't super aggressive or hostile by the time he started out a little bit, but
well, that's his
I'm
job.
not trying to come in and give you like $200,000 for your $1 million house. I'm not, because he's like, we've talked to investors. I'm like, I'm not like normal investors.
Those investors.
I am not like them. So I had a good time like trashing other investors like that come in and lowball them and are like, hey, you know, because every house needs some repair, and theirs does. It's an older home, but they're telling them, oh, like we'll have to redo the whole thing, and we'll basically give you less than half of what your value is. And I'm like, no, I don't know what I can't give you offers this instant, but I will give you something very reasonable, and I will give you choices. And they're like, oh, and I said, and any of those choices, we can negotiate on those. We can talk about that. It's not like take it or leave it with me. And they just kept perking up, and it was super fun. I had the best time. And I'm like,
so excited.
I'll come back tomorrow. I'm going to go calling people. Super amped up. And then I drove around in there a little bit because I'm like, I'm there. Paid $10 to get into, 17-mile drive. There are a ton of houses for sale. And I'm like, I need to figure out how to get expired listings, because this is obviously something that needs to, and I was asking them, I'm like, there's a lot for sale in here. And they're like, yeah, I mean, it's an older community, and a lot of them are second homes for people. And, they're either retiring, or they can't afford them, or they have other second homes because they're so freaking rich. And, and she said, yeah, a lot of them go from like, they'll do 3 different realtors in a row. Like it just goes on and on and on. And she didn't say it, but I got the impression that they're on their second one. She's like, they come in and promise all this stuff, and then nothing happens. And it's always like, it's the economy, or it's this, and like.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah. So I couldn't say that because she didn't come right out and say that, but it was like, we've done this and our friends do this, kind of. So, super, super excited.
I'm excited for you.
Definitely going to get that list. And even if they have listings, I can still send them that, the letters we talked about. Stop right. And so, yeah, I'm totally like amped up. I think I finally found like my really like, this is where I want to be and what I want to do. So I'm super excited about June or May or whatever that is, because that sounds like a lot what she's doing.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that.
I'm excited too. And, if they've already thought of one lady that they want to, pass you off to, or they'll think of somebody else, or something else will happen, or like, you don't know, like these seeds that you planted yesterday could go into a whole garden.
Yeah, I could be like the person in there, because they're like, we don't like investors because, and I was kind of surprised that they let me. And she's like, well, because you weren't being rude and you weren't like telling me like just to expect nothing for my house right off the bat. You actually said you wanted to talk and come see me. And I'm like, okay.
This is why women make the best investors.
Why? And it's not, she's like, all these men. And I was like, men suck. Men are stupid.
Throw rocks at them.
I'd love that shirt. We need to adapt that somehow into the like real estate investing. That shirt that says men are stupid, throw rocks at them. Real. Invest like a girl or something.
We should be able to work on that.
That would be cute. That would be a cute shirt. Let me know if you want to work on that. You know me, my little mind goes off crazy. But super, super good and super exciting. And then I took my dog to the beach, which he was super excited about too.
Good. And that was a nice little celebration too.
It was. It's kind of, it's like a 3-hour drive for me, but I'm like, I will drive 3 hours to get those kind of houses. We're not talking like, like a 2-1, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And their houses were not the most amazing houses, but that doesn't mean that it won't get to that, because like you said, those they plant seeds, they all go to lunch together and start talking, and they hang out, they go to parties together and do their social everything together. And so that's my day yesterday.
And I think it's awesome too, because even if something crazy happens, and I hope it doesn't, but maybe they pass you off to 2 or 3 different people, and maybe it's 3 people down the line before you actually get a contract signed, but then it pushes you back to the first 1 or 2, or it pushes you on to 5 and 8, Yeah,
I'm okay with that. And that's what I mean. Like, I think it's going to take time, and it's at least getting my foot in that door and planting that seed that I'm here, and they liked me. And it wasn't a bad experience for them. So even if not with them, like, they're going to talk, and it's not going to be as hard. It's a start somewhere.
And I think this is a good story for you to be able to say, whether you put it on Facebook or whether you just start telling all the other sellers, I talk to a lot of little ladies that have these houses and they're looking to move into whatever it is, and I've been able to help them without having to go through these pesky agents, like we talked about the other day. This is a fantastic story for you.
Yeah, I'm going to do a post this week that'd be like, this was an amazing last week, and here's kind of like an overview, and put like a couple pictures up. But I have to make sure that they're pictures without addresses. I don't want them, I just don't feel it's fair to post someone's address up. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that was my trip, and that was like, it was fun. It was so much fun.
Good.
I was like, I'm going to start knocking on your neighbor's door. Okay, I'll be right back.
I love it.
And there are so many houses. Like, it's a very ritzy area, and there's a lot of amazing houses, especially the ones that face the golf course or the ocean. But there's a lot of little old homes back there that are just, they're expensive because they're in that area, but they're not spectacular homes.
That's okay. We can buy those too.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being the back end on Pebble Beach, like the low end Pebble Beach. I can handle that.
Yeah, it's still about that right zip code, that mailing address.
Mm-hmm. Just Absolutely. To say you're in Pebble Beach, that you're on 17 Mile Drive.
I'm so proud of you. This is fantastic.
I'm so excited. But that means that since this isn't going to happen right off the bat, that I need to start wholesaling and getting into that. I'm okay with that. Continue what I'm doing and continue with the letters that I have. I've started mailing out to the Vegas list I have. Go ahead.
And, that's why we have short-term goals and long-term goals.
Right.
They keep going. We have to eat in the meantime.
but it's building towards something much better.
Much more.
That's not like my long-term plan to always do that. I plan to do that to build up and to have some cash flow, and then continue on with what I want to do.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I'm very excited.
Good.
Yeah, good opportunities all around.
For sure.
It was fun. Had a good time.
Good.
And they thought Rex was adorable.
Of course, he is. That was a no-brainer.
He's so vain, though. People talk about him. Come here. You can say hi to Wick.
Hi, Rex.
That way. He's looking for you.
Hey, Rex.
All right. So that's all I have, but super exciting.
Awesome progress. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of you. This is fantastic momentum. Let's see if we can roll it into something else.
Yes, ma'am.
Yay!
Very excited.
Tell everybody in Texas too. Who knows? They may know somebody in Pebble Beach too.
Or in their rich areas, whatever those are.
Sure.
So, yeah.
You do one deal and make 6 figures. That's better than doing 10, making 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got this.
Yep. I think I finally found like my element. So I'm very
rich old ladies. I love it.
Hey, it works.
It works. And they've got some sweet deals.
They do.
And I bet they just adore you as much as Rex.
They liked me. Yeah, we got along just great. We're calling me honey.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to feed me. I'm like, oh my gosh, you are a little old lady.
They're all the same, even if they're rich.
Yeah. I think it was their housekeeper that was going to feed me, but it's still, they're thinking.
Whatever.
Okay.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm here for you. You let me know if you need anything, and I'm cheering for you.
Thanks. I will keep working on that and keep that got me super amped up to start doing okay, I need to start sending them letters and start writing things out. And I started I have all these scattered notes of letters, and I think I need to just put them together and make one make a couple different letters, because I don't want to overwhelm them with everything hey, you should do this, and hey, this, but different things will talk to different people.
Yep. For sure.
Are you sick of paying for realtor fees? Sick of getting promises that you never cash in on?
I wonder if they ever get sick of the upkeep on this extra house, because they got to pay.
I mean, they all have gardeners and housekeepers and that kind of thing.
And that's not a super huge problem, but that is a little annoyance.
I don't think that's as much as an absentee owner.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
For them. Because part of what comes with living there, they get some landscaping stuff included in that. So They're not really, unless it's within their own little private area, they don't have to. But it'll be good.
It's fantastic.
It is.
Yay.
So thanks for talking with me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm here for you whenever you need me. So just let me know and have fun this weekend.
All right. I will. You have a great weekend too.
Okay. Bye, Janine.
Right. Bye.